Hey guys, so today I want to talk arm path and its relationship with rotation. Alright, so I've been seeing some folks come out and they get into this 90-90 position, worrying about this 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle there, and the ball pointed out to second base or center field. Now, what happens with that is when you get this kid in a position and you ask them to start throwing from this almost handicapped spot, they're just going to try to rotate themselves forward and throw. Now the issue with that is for them to leverage this sort of external rotation, what they're going to have to do is flare the rib cage forward and get some humeral head anterior tilt. Real bad positions in these sort of patterns that we don't want to create. Now, especially when you're thinking about arm path and external rotation, I'll say this. It's not just forearm layback. It's not how much can we let this arm kick back and have our palm facing the sky. More often than not, the elements that are going to give you this extended arc of force into the ball, it's really going to be scapular retraction, scapular tilt, and hopefully the forearm will be supinated as you kick back to give this sort of torque, this almost stabilizing force that Dr. Kelly Starrett would point out. Having said that, coming to this position, can you do that efficiently? Can you get into this non-retracted, non-tilted, very neutral position and actually do that? I don't really think so. And if you were going to look at it from a straight on angle, as far as shoulder rotation goes, does this seem efficient? And the answer would be no. A better way to go about it would be to allow our arm path to almost be shorter with more acute angles, almost hugging the body sort of sense. We see a lot of guys do a very good job of that with pivot pickoffs. I would just ask, if you're working on these pivot pickoffs to sort of pattern into your throwing motion, you should actually allow that to manifest into the delivery, right? So we don't want to pattern and then absolutely get away from it. So rather than doing this, I would say if we can be in this almost sort of position, right, where we're in this sort of scapular retracted position, and once we start to rotate, you can see that I'm supinated right here, and then the arm's going to kick back, okay? More external rotation, greater arc of force you can apply to the ball. And now I'll ask you this. After we've hit that, let's talk about rotation. From here, there's got to be a much more efficient path, right? If you come here and I ask you to turn, that's not exactly what we're looking for. But if I were to ask you to be sort of this guy, you can see that it's much better. We want to maximize centrifugal force, and I think that that would actually be the best way to go about it. If we can get into these positions that I've talked about with the scapular retraction, tilt, supinated forearm, what that's going to do is allow us to get this very good rotation. Let us kick back, and as we're coming forward and we get this forward trunk flexion, this elbow is going to ride forward. And as that elbow rides forward, it's going to create this almost late launch, okay? And what that's going to do for us, it's going to let the elbow unravel very late. So ideally it would look somewhat like this, okay? Whereas if you were going to be in this sort of stuck position, that would be what we're looking at. So is it the perfect system? Is it a great way? Probably not. It's just one proposed idea. Is it one size fits all? Absolutely not. But I just kind of wanted to throw it out there. Let me know what you think.